And they sent me to rehab. The Marine Corps sent me to rehab. And I always say, like, if the Marine Corps thinks you have a drinking problem, you probably have a drinking problem.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd your dad die?
He took his life. My mom and him got in an argument, and he, according to her, said, "I will show you pain," and he took his life. Yeah. And like I said, I was very resentful over that growing up. Like, how do you take your life when you have a 5-month-old? But being on the other side now, I completely get that he couldn't see his life without alcohol or drugs, and he probably thought he was doing a favor.
Like it's less confusing.
Do we need that?
What? Turn it off. Is the air conditioner?
It's on 74.
74.
Yeah.
It feels good in here.
Yeah, it does feel good.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Don't ever turn it off on a Tuesday night though, because if it turns off, it
was
never goes back on.
So fucking cold.
Cold is good on a Tuesday night.
God, I forgot to bring a sweatshirt.
And then I started sweating.
Yeah.
And then we do this like recover this.
The meeting.
Yeah. The Zoom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you come?
I didn't.
Oh, dang it. You gonna come someday?
Tuesday.
I should. I usually work, so I'd take them to a meeting.
Oh, you work on Tuesday?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I work at Throttle and Thrive.
No, I know that.
Oh.
What do you?
I'm a registered alcohol and drug technician.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I did that for a little while.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I'm new to that.
Yeah.
I did personal training before that at a sports.
I can tell by your handshake.
Really? That's the Marine Corps.
Is that the Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were a Marine?
Mm-hmm.
That's even cooler.
I am a Marine.
You are a Marine.
Yeah.
That's even cooler to me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing though?
Because if I was going to go in the military,
Marine?
I would have been a Marine, yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother had just joined the Army, so I had to.
One up him?
Yeah.
I think that's like a 2-up or a 3-up.
The Army's pretty dope.
They're all great. It's like
Yeah.
a sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
But you all make fun of the Air Force, right?
Of course, because they're the smarter ones that went into the branch that treats them the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to make fun of them.
Makes me feel better.
I think I'd go Air Force.
Air Force?
Yeah.
That's a smart one to go to.
Yeah, I'd do that. Just because. And I'd just sit there.
You're probably over the age limit now.
I am over the age
Yeah.
limit. Not for National Guards, though.
No?
No.
There's no
Sweet.
age limit?
I don't think there is.
What?
I don't think there is for National Guards. 2 days a week or 1 day a month or 2 days a month or something. I was almost there. And last minute, I kind of backed out.
How long ago did you do this?
About 7 months ago, 8 months ago, I filled up all the paperwork. I needed to send him some more things. I just didn't send it over to him.
Oh.
But I went through the initial phase, height, weight. You know, they don't want to. They don't want you if you're out of shape.
If you're out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some big ones.
Have you?
Yeah.
You know what's amazing? We were talking before, and she's afraid of heights,
Yeah.
I'm afraid of heights.
and yet she went into the Marines.
I didn't know until I was in boot camp, though.
Oh.
That's how I discovered it, because I love roller coasters.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Top of the rappel tower.
Wow.
So that's the kind of heights that I'm scared of too. Like I can do roller coasters.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what though, the one I don't like is the ones that just take you straight up.
Oh, well, bro. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then they drop you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
I don't either.
No.
But any other roller coaster, airplanes, nothing. That
As long as
stuff
I'm
that
strapped in.
scare me. Yeah.
But jumping out of an airplane, no. I did it one time. I don't need to do
In
it
the
again.
Marine Corps, or just
No,
you did
just-
it for fun?
Yep. A couple years ago.
So they don't make you jump out of an airplane in the Marine Corps.
Not me. I purified water. They don't care about. I don't need to do that in the air. Do that on the ground. Yeah. Yeah.
So what was your job?
I was a basic water support technician. So we purified water. Very important.
That is important.
Yeah.
If actually, you know, it's funny you say that because without that, you're dead. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like how we make fun of the Air Force. The grunts like to make fun of us, but it's when you're on deployment and you're thirsty or you want to shower, you're very
Right.
grateful for us.
Very grateful. Did you deploy?
I did.
Okay, so you were in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
2009,
Wow.
Afghanistan, yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
How was that?
I'm one of the lucky ones that I didn't come back with PTSD or anything like that. It was cool. They tried to put me in an office because I was the only female in my platoon.
Wow.
Didn't like that. So the next day when they came around asking who wanted to be part of the female engagement team, I volunteered right away. So I got to do that.
What is that?
So the female engagement team, in order to respect the women and their culture, they attach to grunt units and stuff. And that way, if a female needs to be searched, then they have a woman on hand to do it.
No.
Yeah.
So you were strapped up with the gun, M16. What did you carry?
M16.
M16. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just walking around. You get a strut when you got a gun. When I carry a gun, I strut.
You strut.
Like I feel different.
He thinks he's the
He's got like a
John.
pimp
He
walk.
thinks he's John Travolta. From,
I feel different.
From what was it? Staying Alive.
Yeah.
Staying Alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
See, those keys I can hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did this blooper reel the other day.
Yeehaw.
He can't do
I
yeehaw.
can't do yeehas.
Can you do yeehaw? Like just like
Like an
belt
old.
out like.
Oh, no.
No?
I feel like I would squeal and sound
Yes,
like
that's me too. I'm a squealer.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Can you do it?
I can.
He's good. He's got a good.
I don't know
yeehaw.
if my voice is ready for it right now.
He's a cowboy.
You gotta warm up.
Yeehaw! Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's pretty
see,
good.
that is
I
pretty
like
good.
it.
Yeah,
I like it.
How about that? Huh?
that was good.
Showing off.
That was.
I just learned that I could do that,
That was
just
a
the
good
other
one.
day. I just
Yeah.
screamed it when we were getting ready to do a commercial. So we just get on the mics and act stupid. Did our engineer call you and ask you a list of questions?
No.
He didn't?
No.
Oh, good, because we don't do that.
Yeah.
No preparation. He was
Yeah.
like, just bring your story. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll
Yeah,
bring
that's
it.
it.
Yeah, that's how we like it.
That's it.
We call ourselves a cross between Joe Rogan and Logan Paul.
Or crossbred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't really want to know anything about you because we
No.
want to get to know you right here. It's more
Yeah.
authentic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did it all start?
Where did it all start?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
my
let me
life?
ask you
Yeah.
one question before you get into that.
Mhm.
Are you in recovery yourself?
I am.
You are?
I am.
Oh.
I'll be 10 next month.
Wow.
10 years?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So when did you, I was going to say you got sober at like, what, 15? Because you look pretty young.
I'm 36.
Oh, you are? Good
Yeah,
for
so
you.
I got
Wow.
Excuse me. I got sober at 26.
Wow, that's still pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took some serious pain and
right?
yeah,
Why do we do that? Do you know
'Cause
why we
we're-
do that?
because
Do we like pain?
no,
What is it? What is it? What is it about us? Like what is it called when you are somebody that likes pain?
Yeah.
Is it a masochist?
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I'm
what is
not
a
one.
sadomasochist? The person who likes to give you pain?
I don't know.
So a
don't
masochist, you
know.
like pain. So I don't like pain either.
I don't.
But I'll just like,
But you like to feel alive.
but I'll continue to give myself pain until the pain is so bad that finally I'm like, fuck, you better change.
Yeah, but then you want good pain when you're healthy pain, going to the gym, waking up early. You abuse yourself in different ways today, positive ways.
Yeah, do you do that? Do you like pain at the gym?
I do.
Like
I
the
like
workout
pain
pain?
at the gym. I also like the pain of eating too much.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love food. I indulge in other ways these
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't like pain. I'm just stubborn like a lot of us. And it takes a lot for me to say, okay, I get it. Even now, I'll turn my will in my life over and then I take it back and then I take it back and then I give it back.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just,
I do that.
yeah.
It's a constant battle.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at night for you lately, hey? Not that I know you're ever even move at night, but
The ice cream.
yeah.
Yeah,
I love
I
ice
have
cream.
I have a problem with food too. I'm I'm extremely disciplined between the hours of 3 a.m. and 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Extremely disciplined. It's a long time.
3 a.m. and 10 p.m. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
But sometimes I wake up at like 10:30. I'll and all of a sudden I'll just like, wake
Ice
up.
cream.
Ice cream.
I did it last night.
No.
What kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
ice cream?
I mean, I have a preference of like vanilla bean with like really good, chocolate syrup. And then I just do that.
It's so boring.
Oh, she'd have sprinkles or something.
Sprinkles.
Nothing
no.
good happens after 9 o'clock, and that includes food.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So tell me,
That's when it tastes the best, though.
What's your
It's
ice
true.
cream?
It's true.
I like it's Fish Food by Ben and Jerry's. It has
Fish
like
food.
Yeah, it has like marshmallow swirls and chocolate.
So I mean, I can eat that kind
It's delicious.
for sure.
Yeah, but I'm an all or nothing person. It's a problem. So either I'm very disciplined or it's
Completely
like I did
out the window.
75 hard and I completed it, and then
What do you mean 75 hard? What is that?
it's 75 days. You have to work out twice a day for 45 minutes each. One has to be outside. They have to be separated by at least 3 hours.
Wow.
You have to pick a diet and stick to it. Read 10 pages of a self-help book every day. Take a picture every day. And drink a gallon of water every day.
Wow.
One slip up, you start over.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many times did you have to start over?
Not once.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's discipline right there. That's the Marine discipline she's got.
It was my ego.
Yeah.
I posted it on social media that I was going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that
Yeah.
one day, and I've
Hurt
told,
yourself.
I've told the story a
Yeah.
few times, but like I'm a fan of
Say it again. Tell us. We never get tired of this one.
of David Goggins,
Yeah.
you know, and so
Yeah.
Joke. I was joking.
one day,
Get hard.
one day I was
Yeah.
like, one day I'm sitting here, I'm like, literally, I'm sitting in here, and I'm like, tomorrow morning, I am going to beat my best time on the treadmill ever. I said it on the podcast, and so I went down to the treadmill, and it was a 40-minute timed run, and I was crushing my time, crushing it. I get to the 30-minute mark, and all of a sudden something in my like abdominal just
Pop.
rips.
Rip.
And I was like, fuck it, what would David Goggins do? So I had like I just kept running. I just kept running. I said, fuck it. I'm beating my time.
Adrenaline's going, barely felt it, but you knew something.
I knew it was bad because it just this warmth went across my whole,
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
you know, and I was like, that's bad.
Yeah. Damn it.
And I was just like, fuck it. You're already injured.
Yeah.
I crushed my time, no. At 49 years old, I beat my best record ever.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And
6
then
months
what
ago.
happened?
I was out of
6 months ago. He hasn't
It's
ran.
still
He
not.
he
I haven't
hasn't
ran since.
He hasn't ran
I have not ran since.
No, I know you
I
haven't.
hate running.
Yeah.
Hate
Everyone
it.
does.
Hate
Everyone
it.
does.
No, some people love it.
No, I don't
Hate
know.
it.
They grow to love it, but it's a tough sport.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Even in the Marine Corps, it was, and I was thin back then.
Yeah.
And I'm tall and I have long legs, and they would yell at me because I just
Yeah, I'm not a
horrible
good runner either.
Mm-mm.
Not a good runner?
Nope.
Were you in last?
I was close to last, if not last. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
When you go to the Marine Corps and you're in basic training, are you in basic training with everybody? Is it co-ed?
No, when I went, it was in 2007, and the men and the women are separated. Women all go to the East. They all went to the East Coast. So they went
so
to
you didn't get
Paris
to go
Island.
to this wonderful
Nope.
place down here?
Nope. So I went to North Carolina, South Carolina.
That's not bad though, right?
No, I mean, it was in the middle of the summer. It was very humid,
Oh.
and there's a lot of sand fleas, and you can't scratch. You just gotta stand there.
Oh, what do you mean you can't scratch?
Like if you're in formation and you're getting bit and eaten alive, you just have to stand there.
Oh, that's fucking wow.
Yeah.
You think they do that on purpose?
Absolutely.
They brought the bugs
It's
in on
discipline.
purpose?
Yeah, it's discipline. No, I don't think they did that. But now that you say
threw
that,
out a whole bunch of sand flies out
you
there.
never know.
now that you say it,
You never know what these fuckers are up to.
yeah.
Mental sabotage. Or
Oh, I'm sure we
I
were
mean, the
tested
stuff they
on.
do- the
We were
stuff-
guinea pigs for sure.
Yeah.
The stuff they do in like the SEAL training is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh yeah. Fight through it.
mentally fight
Yeah.
through it.
Oh, for sure. Mental is the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
back to Shane's question. Tell us about yourself. Where did it all begin for you?
Okay, so I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, Northridge, Canoga Park.
Yeah.
Dad died when I was 5 months old.
Mm.
I held on to that. He was an addict, alcoholic, and he just couldn't get this. He couldn't get sobriety. Grew up very resentful about that until I was an alcoholic and I worked the steps and I realized like he was just a sick person and he didn't see a way out. I believe I was born an alcoholic. I had never drank normally. I blacked out from my very first drink, and blacked out probably like 99% of the time. First drink at 14, crazy, wild. I like to fight when I'm drinking. I like to do ridiculous things. the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Completely different person when I drink. Moved to Arizona to live with grandma and get my life together, and didn't happen. So then I joined the Marine Corps at 20. And I was instantly getting in trouble for my drinking in the Marine Corps. Like right out of boot camp. Yeah. And they sent me to rehab. The Marine Corps sent me to rehab. And I always say, like, if the Marine Corps thinks you have a drinking problem, you probably have a drinking problem.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd your dad die?
He took his life. My mom and him got in an argument, and he, according to her, said, "I will show you pain," and he took his life. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I was very resentful over that growing up. Like, how do you take your life when you have a 5-month-old? But being on the other side now, I completely get that he couldn't see his life without alcohol or drugs, and he probably thought he was doing a favor, not having to, my mom or myself and my brother. Yeah.
How old's your brother?
My brother is, I'm 36. He's going to be 40 in November. Yeah. We're not close.
No.
Half brother. I have a half sister.
Okay.
Sister's 28. 8 years younger than me.
Yeah.
She's completely normal when it comes to drinking. Well, I think it's weird, but yeah. She can have like half a drink and be like, "I'm okay."
Yeah.
Like, what the? And I try to like get her to drink more. It doesn't work. Yeah. Like, I can't do it. You do it. Can you get drunk? She won't. I don't think she's ever been drunk, and
Really?
she's 28. Yeah.
Oh.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's like that. She's never been drunk.
Mine too.
That's so weird. Never?
No, she's been drunk. I was
okay.
joking.
Oh.
Exact opposite of Chad's mom. Mine's an alcoholic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She in recovery?
She's not in recovery, but the doctor says she's got to quit. She only drinks a few glasses of wine a week. But those few glasses of wine are detrimental to her health, according to the doctor.
It adds up.
That makes her an addict. I explained that to her.
I mean, you're going by the definition
I'm
of,
going
like
by
of alcoholism, right?
Yeah.
Despite continued use, despite negative consequences.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And negative consequences can be your health.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what the book talks about, that. Like, given a sufficient reason, heavy drinkers can stop.
Yeah.
No, I had so many opportunities to stop, getting in trouble in the Marine Corps, on deployment. I didn't have alcohol, but I had Robitussin and Ambien.
Yeah.
Anything I can do to not be sober.
That's a good mix, Robitussin and Ambien, man. You're gone.
Oh, I was running around base in Afghanistan, like putting shirts over people's head, pretending to capture them. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm lucky I didn't get hurt.
Right?
Yeah. Just having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But I had so many opportunities to stop, and they just weren't enough. Like that, getting in trouble, getting sent to rehab in the Marine Corps.
Like, where did you go to rehab in the Marine Corps? Did they send you outside of the?
It was on base. It's called SARP. It's a substance abuse rehabilitation program.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't take it serious. I drove there drunk from the night before, and they wanted to kick me out because obviously that's a DUI. I didn't get charged, and they gave me an opportunity, and I still didn't stay sober. I would make sure that I stopped drinking in time the night before to blow a 0 in the morning. I didn't want it, despite the consequences. Or I did, and I just didn't want it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be sober, but I didn't want to be sober. I just wanted to drink normally, and that wasn't an option for me.
Yeah, but also drinking normally, we're not feeling any gain or pain, and that's the thing we're looking for, I think, when we're using is that pain or that pain. Either pain or a great feeling, So we didn't want that pain, but that great feeling was gone.
Yeah. I had no control. Yeah. That's what they say. If you're controlling it, if I'm controlling it, I'm not enjoying it. If I'm enjoying it, I'm not controlling it. It's just, I
like that.
Yeah.
So did you make it all the way through your military career?
I did. I got very lucky. They had quite a few opportunities to kick me out. And towards the end of my enlistment, I found painkillers. And I thought that they were better because I wouldn't black out and I wasn't angry and I didn't want to fight people. I was just warm and fuzzy. And I took that with me when I got out. But there was points where, and this is actually pretty sad now, thought it was funny back then. I have a plaque for my service that my platoon made me. And one day I was messed up on these pills at work, and I came to and I said something along the lines of like, where did all the microwaves go? And they're like, what are you talking about? They put that on my plaque. So now I look at it like that's what they thought of when I got out, is something ridiculous. Like, where did all the microwaves? So it was kind of sad. Yeah. And people that I was in boot camp with when I got out of the Marine Corps, I was asking them for money, asking to pay my bills, you know? Yeah. Talk about incomprehensible demoralization. And then I'll still go back sometimes on Facebook in our little platoon book, and they're talking about it. Like, don't give her money, blah, blah. Like, they were just disgusted. And I've made my amends, and they're grateful that, like, I am where I am now, but it's still, like, it hits hard. Yeah. These are people that I'm stealing if I'm lying to you and telling you why I need the money. I didn't need the money for bills.
Right.
Yeah. So where did all the microwaves go? I don't know.
Were there any microwaves to begin with?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to know where they went. Because we didn't have them. I don't know. Yeah.
So that kicked off your opioid addiction?
It did. I got out of the Marine Corps, and I was living with my fiance at the time. He was a Marine as well, and he's a complete normie. I ran that through his life like a tornado. Very good guy. And his best friend, who has since passed away from an overdose, would supply me with the pills or whatever behind my husband's back. And he's no longer alive. The best friend, the person he used to get them from, no longer alive. All overdoses. And they used to tell me, like, you need to calm down. Like, don't you think you're taking enough? Absolutely not.
Right.
This is almost 10 years ago. And I got to the point where they were finding me fentanyl. And I hear you guys talk about it all the time. The patches, it was, yeah. I look now at, because it was really hard to get back then. And now they're putting it in everything. And I think about like, how the hell am I alive? I was seeking it out. Yeah.
I mean, it's really bad now because it's like, you know, the illicit fentanyl that's coming across the border is just, it's absolutely deadly.
It's really disgusting.
I mean, you know the same people. Like you listen to like Mike Fiore. He talks about a sugar packet of pure fentanyl. A sugar packet of pure fentanyl can kill 500 people.
It's insane.
500 people.
Insane. I'm glad I got sober when I did, because I have no doubt that I would be dead.
Same.
Yeah, and the reason I got sober is my sobriety date is September 21st, 2013, and that's the day my boyfriend died of an overdose, and I found him. So that was what it took for me. Like I said, it took a lot of pain and suffering. I got a DUI at 8 in the morning. That didn't get me sober. Like, all these things, that's what it took. And I look back, and I wonder if what he took was laced with fentanyl.
Right.
Yeah. Who knows?
Did you ever graduate to heroin or just?
I did.
You did?
I did. So I met this boyfriend in a halfway house, and
it's always a good spot.
Yeah, he was at the male sober living. I was at the female. I mean, obviously, love at first sight. Forget the fact that I was married.
Oh,
yeah, fun. I wasn't a very good person when I drank and used, but I can say sober, definitely not the same person. Right. But yeah, so I had never done it before, and I left rehab. So not the sober living. This was before that. I left rehab with someone who was not my husband, and I did heroin for the first time after pawning my engagement ring.
Jesus.
My wedding ring. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I stayed in a pay by the week motel. Like, I talk about it now, and I'm like, who was that? Not me. I mean, it's crazy. And then when that guy said he wanted to go back to his kids, the guy that I just met 2 weeks prior in rehab, I cried and begged him not to go. Like, what my God. Like, that's pretty sad. So then he left, and I called my husband, and he came and got me.
Yeah, that's just that shows the how emotionally unstable we are in the midst of our disease.
Absolutely. in my sobriety if I don't work my program. Oh my God, batshit crazy.
True statement.
Yeah. But, so yeah, I met that guy in the halfway house and I convinced him to move out. And we lasted about 4 months in the apartment before he passed away. Yeah. Yep. Horrible. Was back on a plane to California. My mom lives in Acton, and that's where my sobriety this time started.
Acton?
Acton. So it's between Palmdale and Santa Clarita.
You know where those places are?
No idea.
None of them?
No.
You don't know where Palmdale is?
Well, I've heard of it before. Santa Clarita, that's up north.
Well, Palmdale's like 4 hours away from here, right
Like
there.
Silicon Valley area.
I don't even know where I am right now. My GPS took me here.
Where'd you come from?
San Pedro.
I know where that is.
I have no sense of direction. I need my GPS at all times. And if that goes out, like if there's like
Man, if you were like
cyber
if you were
warfare?
10 years older, how would you have gotten around back
I
in
used
the day?
MapQuest.
No, we didn't have it.
Oh,
We used to,
shit. I guess I would have had to learn.
There was OnStar.
I wanted,
I would
no,
use the
there
Thomas
was,
guide.
There was,
Book,
yes,
the book.
that,
The Thomas
the
guide.
Thomas
I
guide
would
is
have
what I
learned.
used. The
I would have
Thomas
learned.
guide.
I cheated during land nav in the Marine Corps.
You did?
Yeah.
Unbelievable that you would cheat.
In the Marine Corps, right? Yeah. It's not cheating. It's acquiring
Work
tactfully.
smarter, not harder.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
Oh, damn it. We gave him a
Yeah,
microphone.
we did.
I know. I was
Now
like,
he's like,
where did this come from?
butting into our fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, yeah, he
What the
is.
hell's going
He's gonna
on
have his
here?
own camera here pretty soon.
Right?
Feeling left out, you know. Gotta
On
go
him the whole
party.
time.
with his
I used
cool
to just
glasses.
I used to just talk to this phantom guy over here, and nobody could hear him talk. And now,
Yeah.
now I don't even say anything to him, and he just starts
Chirps
piping in.
Chirps in.
Like, what the fuck, Shane?
Yeah.
Is he trying to become like the fourth
no.
host?
He's the fourth.
Huh?
Who's the
fourth.
third?
The third? Oh, we can't announce
We
it
have a
yet.
special. We have a specialty third.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, we can say it because we'll announce
Yeah,
it.
you're right. You're
By
right.
the time this podcast, right?
Right?
Yeah.
By the time this podcast is
agree.
released, because this isn't live, is it? Oh shit, Michelangelo, are we live?
Oh, I didn't hit the record button.
God dang.
No, I'm
Stop.
just kidding. We're good. We're good.
We got to start over.
Will I even know who it is? Probably not.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who anyone
For
is.
sure.
I don't know.
Of course.
We don't know.
Do you like wrestling?
Like,
Like the WWE.
Oh, you're so sweet. She was the.
I was going to say fake. And then I was like, that's not very nice. Who is it?
Natalie Eva Marie.
Was she on the podcast?
Yeah.
With the red hair?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I saw that. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Pink hair.
Pink
Pink,
hair.
red. Yes.
It was
not pink.
red at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just did the podcast recently. Or you just aired it recently?
Yeah. We just aired it
Okay.
recently.
That's awesome. It's
I'm
exciting.
very excited.
We're
So
very excited.
Just 4 years in
He
the Marine.
says very excited. We're very excited.
We're very damn excited. I'm
very
just
excited.
interested to
Moving
know.
on.
I'm just interested to know the 4 years, because if I give my life up to 4 years of something, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How was it, like, overall experience for you?
It was a good experience. I think that it kept me alive. Because I think that left to my drink, like I drank a lot in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And I got in a lot of trouble. But I think that if I didn't have those 4 years, I probably would have drank myself to death or something. It was good. I look back and I do wish that I was a better Marine. I wasn't the best example of a Marine.
Today you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I do. That's how I try to not make up for it, but that's how I try to.
Yeah.
I guess make up for it.
Yeah,
is,
make up for
you
it.
know, I try to advocate and talk to people and make sure they're getting their benefits that they've earned and that they're getting their mental health treated. And now I work at Throttle and Thrive, where we work with first responders and veterans who have addiction and alcoholism and PTSD. So that's how I kind of, not make up for it, but
Yeah. No, I
yeah.
do. It's just a living,
Yeah.
not even a man's, just a living, you're just living life right. That's all.
yeah.
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 We love veterans, and
Yeah.
we work a lot with veterans here at 3 of our facilities.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're part of the community care network. So
Yeah. I know a lot of veterans who didn't die on deployment, but are no longer with us now that, you know, and that's a win still for the enemy, you know, or whatever
Yeah,
you want
I
to call them.
agree
It's still a
with-
win.
yeah,
They come
it
back
is.
here and they lose the battle, you know, whether it's addiction or suicide or you know, we've lost so many people from my deployment after the fact. We had people die on deployment from heroin overdoses.
Oh.
Yeah. I think about that, like, as a parent getting a call that your child died overseas, but
I mean, there's actually really good heroin in Afghanistan, and that's one of the bigger. I think
they provide 80% of the world's heroin.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, they probably did it not realizing how pure it was. And
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. Just signing your so you were 20 when you went in, and you have to sign a will, right?
Yeah.
What was that like?
You know, I feel like I was kind of checked out, I think. I think that's why the deployment didn't screw me up too bad. I had this like nonchalant, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, my mom will say, because I asked her, my brother and I were deployed at the same time. I'll say, who'd you worry about the most? And she said, you know what? I felt safer with you in Afghanistan than I did with you running the streets. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. My mom to this day will not sleep with her cell phone in the room because she was afraid that if it rang, it'd be a call that I died.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She still can't sleep with the phone in the room. Yeah.
It's amazing the trauma that we pass on to our family members.
Right.
With
sure.
what we think is normal behavior at the time. You know? Yeah, mom was the same.
Yeah. We're only affecting ourselves, we think.
We think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But yet she let me come back after my boyfriend died, and she let me live there. Yeah.
But that's when you got sober?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I had gone to meetings before. I went to my first meeting when I was 17. Didn't take it seriously. Went to the halfway house, went to rehab, and this time around is the first time that I was like in enough pain to get a sponsor, work the steps, do all of that. And then at almost 10 years, I do the same thing. I got to speak on the USS Iowa last night. That was pretty cool.
Last night?
Did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Right on the deck.
Was that in San Diego there?
San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Right on the deck. I just got to sit there and share my story.
You pointed towards San Pedro?
I did?
Yeah. And said San Diego.
Oh. I have no idea where I am right now.
I don't even know either.
Room.
Yeah.
So you were on deck, and it's all active military.
No. Nope.
So what was it there?
Just a bunch of sober people.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
there was a meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Do they have that meeting there often?
Every Wednesday.
Every
wow.
Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. I'd never been.
Oh, that's pretty
So
nice.
I don't know how the person got my number. I don't know who they got it from.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they just called you to speak?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Just sitting on the deck, looking out to the water. Yeah. The little things.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget about those things, man. Except when I get a call at 6 a.m, someone crying or screaming, then I kind of have a good day. But
Yeah, I didn't want to
You know.
do it. I was tired. I was cranky. I just moved. I did a random move. I have impulse control issues. So I decided on a Tuesday that I needed to move. And I moved out that weekend
wow,
and into my new place. Yeah.
Well, do you like your new place?
Yes.
You're not having buyer's remorse?
No. So long story short, I've been separated for 9 months and I was still living with him. We get along well. That wasn't the issue, but I just realized that I needed my own place and my own space, and I needed to move forward. And that wasn't going to happen until I moved out. So I went from the nicer part of San Pedro with my own driveway and a house and a gated community to not that. Yeah. So, but I was telling my sponsor, and it just hit me. I said, I was having a little mini panic attack, and I said, am I really I had to look for parking for an hour the other night. I get off work at 11:30 p.m. But so I was having a mini panic attack, and I said, my house with my driveway and my dogs and this and that. She said, you mean the golden cage? And I was like, oh. Like, it was so nice and shiny on the outside, but I felt stuck.
Right.
So now it's like my own little cozy.
stuck how?
Stuck, like, not stuck, but more like I didn't have the freedom I wanted. I was still living with my ex. I was still walking on eggshells. This is somebody who, he told me not to talk about him. This is somebody who I met him in sobriety very early. I didn't listen, and I dated in the first year. And he decided when COVID hit to stopped going to meetings. And then that led in, he got hurt. And now he is not sober. He relapsed at almost 13 years sober last year. Yeah. And it's hard because he is a good person, but I got to see like the cunning, baffling, and powerful disease in action. Like I can't even tell you how many meetings I sat in and said that I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. Like this is somebody who is very serious about sobriety. And I just watched it.
It's amazing, like when that disease can take back over, and it's like if you've never seen the person in the disease, you don't even know what they were like in the disease.
Never.
And what's even weirder about it though is like you may have some people may have seen the person in the disease, but they have 13 years sober. The disease has even progressed.
Yeah.
While they're sober, because it's chronic.
Yeah,
it's progressive.
I agree.
It progresses whether you're using or not.
100%.
You don't start where you left off.
No.
People, I used to hear people in meetings because I relapsed after having 9 years.
After 9 years,
Yeah.
did you stop going to meetings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go to meetings. I didn't pray to God.
You're stuck in self.
Yeah. I told God, you know what? I got myself this far. I'm good. I'm good now.
Ugh.
Stop the whole like prayer and meditation.
Famous words.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
How's your sobriety now, though?
Amazing.
Because you went through that, probably. Yeah.
Oh, it was 5 years of misery.
Oh, you were out for 5 years.
I became a chronic relapser.
Oh, in and out, in and out.
Yep.
That's what they say, a belly full of booze and a head full of...
It was miserable.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt.
Of course, because you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you don't know, you don't know. But when you know...
Yeah, and like I'm a IV methamphetamine user.
Oof.
So like I'm of the sickest kind. Like I'm not this guy.
You're not a social meth user.
No. I immediately start doing
Oh, no, he's social. Just him and 10 of his closest buddies.
Yeah.
that don't exist.
Exactly.
I immediately start doing missions for the CIA.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's an operative.
Yeah.
Very high level operative.
I love, yeah.
I'm an alcoholic through and through, but I guarantee if I relapsed, I would go straight for the opiates and probably die. I wouldn't live this long, miserable life. My mom would get that call that she feared.
Yeah, and had the street fentanyl been around during my relapse, I would have died.
For sure.
Because there was many nights where, like if I'd have taken a pill or, I shot some heroin, just because
even the meth, bro.
Just because maybe.
Even
you're right.
meth.
Yeah, I don't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a guy.
The amount of meth that I put in my veins is like it's like a real alcoholic drinking a gallon of vodka.
For sure. And in the moment, you don't even care what happens.
No, I'm on to my next mission.
Yep.
I gotta jump into my iPhone. I gotta kill people in Afghanistan.
Oh my goodness.
I'm doing shit.
Oh yeah, he is shaker and mover right over here. He don't slow down.
I even put rockets on the bottom of my house so I could fly it around.
Oh yeah, you'd pick me up every now and then.
Very motivated.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
yeah.
How long have you been sober now?
6 years.
That's awesome.
6+.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it back.
And it's true how it stays the same because my wife relapsed 5-6 years ago on crack, which she was in Utah. And
in Utah.
And she called me like within 2 hours of relapsing. She said, yeah, there's people outside.
Oh my God.
There's people outside the window. I don't know what they're doing, but I know them. They're watching me right now. I go, babe, what floor are you on? The 6th, but I can see them looking at me. It was nuts. Like, this is the first night she relapsed. She went right to crazy.
Yeah, and you were sober?
Oh, yeah, I was sober.
Oh, Lord.
The first night I relapsed, after having 9 years, I went to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
With a 1/4 ounce of meth.
Oh, you went all out.
A 10-pack of syringes.
Oh.
God.
I don't know what happened the first night, but the second night, I was stuck in the peephole.
Oh,
because I could hear Ken Seeley from the Intervention Show, and my mom, my sister, Cindy.
You see that?
You thought for sure they were coming for you?
They were coming to do a fucking intervention on me.
Wait, not really though.
No.
Okay.
But the very first night,
but the whole time I was like 8 hours with my eye in the peephole.
Oh my God!
Like that's a good time because in my head when I thought I was gonna relapse, this is what my head told me. My head told me that you're gonna have bottles of alcohol, bottle service. you know,
Hot women.
girls in bikinis
Yeah.
in the fucking jacuzzi.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be like a fucking rap video.
Like
Yeah.
That is
Charlie Sheen.
That is what my mind said my relapse was going to be. And that's what this weekend was going to be all about.
Exact
And you were by
opposite.
yourself looking through a peephole.
Yeah.
That
Looking
sounds
at,
like the perfect representation.
Yeah.
Of,
looking at porn.
yeah, of course.
I mean,
how much
like,
did you pay for
I
that?
don't even fucking know.
my
$450 later.
Oh, for one video. Jeez.
In a fucking Las Vegas hotel room.
Right.
Yeah, when you could have had the real thing. Yeah, probably.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It's just like the insanity that
for sure.
that happens to us. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. And we don't see it.
No.
Nope. That's crazy. Yeah, I was never like an upper fan.
Yeah.
I smoked crack twice out of a tire gauge. I can still taste the metal.
Really?
In the halfway house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoked crack once in jail. That was it.
Jail?
Yeah.
Really?
Off of a can. Off of a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola can.
Yeah, with some ashes.
Yeah.
You put ashes on it
Yeah.
and then put the crack on top.
Yeah.
And then you just I didn't
Yeah.
it was nothing like when you're an IV meth user.
It don't matter.
Nothing can
Yeah,
touch
nothing.
it.
I,
Yeah.
you know what sucks though? Because I was such a bad IV meth user, I actually have permanent tinnitus.
Ugh.
So
You're
like
constantly reminded.
that same ringing that you get from that wonderful meth hit, I just hear it, but I don't have any of the pleasure from that.
Sucks. That sucks.
I just like
My brother has tinnitus.
when I'm alone in a Cindy was like, oh, it's because Cindy has tinnitus too. It's like weird because it was really quiet. She's like, it's really quiet in here, and I was like, yeah, I just hear ringing. It's like this is what it sounds like in my head all the time, just like that.
Wow. It's like Chinese torture.
But it doesn't
Are we allowed
bother
to
me
say
because
that?
I've had it so long.
It's your normal.
It's my normal, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah. I don't even have that.
I don't know what I was saying there. You know?
You know what? The part that made it not okay
Yeah,
is
was
that
me
you
saying-
questioned whether you could, whether it was okay to say it or not. Like you can say it and
then
just
just
like
let
just
it go.
let it go.
Yeah.
Let
But
it
then
fly.
you're like, oh, can I
Can I even say that
about-
anymore?
Can I say that anymore?
Now we're all paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Like we just rolled right off. I believe you can say Chinese tortured.
yeah.
It's not gonna.
It's not going to offend anyone.
No.
Except for the guy getting tortured.
Was that him laughing?
No.
Oh, it was you?
That was me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, that came from
From the
deep
belly.
within.
That's all. That's the only way I laugh is deep from within.
Wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's always that awkward quiet after something weird,
Yeah.
right?
How's your mom doing today?
She's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's a teacher. She's going to retire soon.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Still
Did she
living in
remarry?
Addison. She did. She has been married. So she was married to my stepdad who raised me.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's married to another gentleman who's a good guy.
Nice.
Yeah, she's been married to him over 10 years. I don't even know how long.
Wow.
First time I met him, I was living with her in Canoga Park. And I had drank way too much. Why can't I think of it? Can't think of it. What do
Whiskey?
you drink with Red Bull?
Vodka.
No,
Gin.
no. Tastes like licorice.
Oh.
Of course, Michelangelo would know.
Uzo.
Huh?
Is it the Jägermeister?
Thank you. I don't know. I couldn't
Jägermeister.
think
Wow,
of
that's
that.
a tough one to drink.
I don't even-
I
And I
never
was-
got into Jaeger.
I was in the bed the
Never.
morning.
Have you ever done a Jaeger bomb before?
No, never.
I've done a Jaeger
Yeah.
bomb.
And I was in bed Christmas morning, throwing up into a trash can. And my mom opened the door and said, "This is my daughter,"
As you're puking.
as I'm throwing up, and then closes the door. And that's the first time I met him.
Wow.
Great first
This new
impression.
guy?
Well, I mean, she's been with him over 10 years. But yeah, him. Yeah, that was the first time he met me.
How's your life today?
Wonderful.
Tell us
Even-
about your life since you got sober.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful and sad and amazing and difficult. So I got sober in 2013 and I got into that relationship, which, you know, I'll tell my sponsees that, like, I suggest you don't, but I can't tell them not to because I did it.
Right.
And
You did it and you didn't get
Loaded.
didn't get loaded.
I didn't get loaded. I got crazy though because I didn't have the program yet. I didn't have any of these tools. You have to remember, my boyfriend had just died 3 months prior. I was not equipped to be in a relationship.
And you found him?
I did. I came home from work. He was supposed to meet me at work. We didn't have a car, so he was going to walk me home. And couldn't get a hold of him. Thought he just passed out again and was locked out of the apartment because we only had one key. And about 8 hours later, someone helped me break in. And I waited 8 hours because I didn't think that had happened. I thought he was just drunk and passed out. And I found him. It was instant because, can I be graphical?
Yeah.
Okay. I found that he was just face down. He wasn't like laying in bed. He was on the floor in the carpet with the needle still in his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I obviously won't forget that.
No.
Yeah. And I think what happened was he wanted to get a little bit in before he came to get me because we alcoholics are selfish and greedy. And I think he wanted to get high before he came to get me before I came back and we split it down the middle is what I think happened. And unfortunately, that took his life. And in a twisted way, it saved my life because I always went first. So, yeah, crazy. So when I come up on a birthday, like I'm coming up on 10, I always think about like that and how sad that is and where's his family. And, you know, I know that they're thinking about that day, obviously. And then I think about how grateful I am to be here, you know. So since I've gotten sober, I've gotten married. I'm getting divorced. It was a beautiful wedding. It was wonderful. My husband's mom and sister both passed away a couple years ago. He stayed sober through that. They died within like a year of each other. So that was tough. You know, so there's been a lot of struggle, a lot of hard times in sobriety, but it's also been a lot of beautiful things. You know, I get to show up for my family. I get to show up for friends. I have real friends. I get to be a productive member of society. I get to sponsor people and get sponsored. I went to school for ultrasound. I didn't end up doing anything with that because I didn't like it. But
my dad is the inventor of the grayscale for ultrasound.
Oh wow,
he's the reason why you can see an image on the screen.
That's pretty cool. No big deal.
He was probably in your textbook when you were going to ultrasound school.
Probably. That's pretty cool. I like it. But yeah, I completed school. I mean, I didn't even graduate from high school, you know. I ended up getting my GED and then joining the military. But I've been able to do things like that. I've been able to walk through things that are super difficult. And that's one of the things I share is like when you get sober, you hear people say, oh, I have a life beyond my wildest dreams. And then they get in their shitty car and go to their shitty house. And I'm like, no, you don't. But now, you know, that I've worked a program and I've worked the steps and I continue to do that, I know that I live a life beyond my wildest dreams. And I say that while I live in a not great neighborhood and I'm getting a divorce and life can be hard, but it's because I can lay my head down at night and sleep knowing that I'm not causing any harm and that really, despite all that turmoil, like life is good. Life is good, you know? So in the past 10 years, it's been hard, but it's been beautiful at the same time. And I've seen people stay sober through losing children.
Yeah.
And that just reminds me, like, nothing will ever get better if I drink. And I haven't been tempted, thank God, but I think that's all because I stay connected and I go to meetings and, you know, I'm still working a program and, yeah.
How long after, so you didn't go back to rehab when you got sober or you did?
No.
Nope. Did you go to AA right away?
Right away.
And that's a AA? AA is your spot?
Yeah.
Not NA?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was it, huh?
Yeah.
And just bam.
Mm-hmm. So I like to share that it doesn't even matter where you're at or what you do. If you're not ready, you're not ready. And if you don't do the work, you don't do the work. I went to rehab. I went to a halfway house. I did all of that and I just wasn't ready. So I didn't do the work. And then this time around, I was desperate enough to do the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not delusional. I know if I stop doing the work, I'll forget all of that.
What you end up forgetting is that, and you know, I can say this through my experience, is what you end up forgetting about is that pain.
Yeah.
And you don't want to forget that pain.
Nope.
You don't want to forget how miserable it was your last days of using.
Nope.
Or for you, the last day finding your boyfriend.
Yep.
Face down.
Yep. Nope. Don't want to forget it.
You know, that's why the Hopeaholics podcast exists, because my
similar day too. Similar day.
Yeah, your daughter's
9/11.
She was September
boyfriend.
21.
Daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah. Fiance. He was more like a son-in-law, so I just call him my son-in-law.
Of course. Yeah.
He was more like a son, to be honest with you. At the end, 7:30 a.m., she found him dead. Blue.
How long ago was that?
It'll be 1 year on 9/11.
Yeah, I will remember explicitly, like, he had acne scars, and when I found him, those were changing color. Like, I'll never forget that. And I don't want to forget that, because the disease will convince me, if I stop working a program, that had nothing to do with me, or that I can rationalize everything. You know, I had just gotten out of the Marine Corps, and my back, I was hurting, so of course I was taking painkillers, and maybe that's all bullshit. Like,
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, even besides all of that, like, and I know that the disease lies to us, and it finds whatever little crack it can find to you know, manipulate us. And I don't think people realize, like, it's almost like having like a second fucking evil being inside of your brain that, like, is looking for any spot of vulnerability that hasn't been
manipulated or
worked on.
Yes, bro. 100%.
To grab you, to twist you, and to drag you back into that self-pity.
Squeeze you right through that fucking hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And then the next thing you know, you're fucking back doing that same shit.
Couch surfing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And it's worse.
Yeah.
Like the sayings, like in Alcoholics Anonymous, they always say, you know, it gets worse, never better.
Yeah.
I mean, your relapses get worse, never better.
Yeah.
You know, and nowadays it's not even a joke anymore. Like, this kid didn't go to fucking, you know, he bought a pressed Percocet off the street.
Yeah.
It had fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
You know? And
crazy.
And that was it.
Tragic.
Yeah. Tragic.
Yeah. And then you have the idiots out there who are like, oh, well, they shouldn't have done that. Like, it's not that simple. Like, it's everywhere. It's pushed on us. It's
everywhere.
Here's a bunch of pills for your back pain, and then before you know it,
you're hooked.
And everyone's just looking for peace in the end.
Of course.
You know?
We all want to feel better.
I feel like there is those idiots out there, because people have said some mean shit on my social media.
Stigma's a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the other part of this podcast that we're fighting is stigma. It's like, you know what? Fuck you all. There's 50 million of us.
Yeah.
You know, there's 40 of us in recovery. 40 million.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I heard you say, like, there's more of us than there isn't.
I'm starting to think that. And there's more. And now with the fentanyl crisis, there's more people that have been affected by this disease or by the death than there are that hasn't been affected.
I believe it. It's like everybody knows somebody that has passed away, or
you just can't get hardened from it. Like the cops are starting to get hardened from this fentanyl crisis, because, like, even around here, they're seeing it every fucking day.
Yeah, and it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter if you have money, no money, black, white, Chinese.
No.
It doesn't matter.
It does. Canadian.
It really
he's
doesn't
Canadian.
matter.
Are you Canadian?
Well, no,
Part of me is. I'm an American.
He's American citizen now.
American today.
Marco.
Let me ask you a question. Since you were
Yes.
in the Marine Corps, what is the first three? It's a quiz.
Oh, shit. I'm going to fail. Go ahead. Is it multiple choice?
No.
I wish.
Yeah, I'll
it
fail.
actually was it multiple.
Was it
choice?
multiple choice?
No, this one was not. Multiple
Are you sure?
choice. Most of them were, but this one was not.
Yeah, I
Okay.
probably won't pass. Let's hear it.
What is the first three words of the United States Constitution?
Oh, crap. We the people.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, hold on.
Wow, good for
Okay,
you.
there we go.
I should have called her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I failed.
Phone a friend?
He called
I
me
failed.
on the way down to San Diego. He's
Yeah.
like, I just asked the guy, can I phone a friend?
He said he had no clue.
I was
Phone
like,
a
I don't know,
friend.
dude.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I looked it up, I was like, oh, duh.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah. It's
We
the
the
pressure.
We the people.
We the people of the United States of America. Oh, I gave you more than three. That was good. Yeah.
That was one of the questions.
Huh.
He failed.
Love it. I mean, I don't love that you failed, but
When did you move out?
He doesn't even want to talk
when
about
did I move out
Yeah.
of the apartment?
Yeah. No, when did you move out of your husband's home now?
Just recently?
Tuesday.
I mean, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Wow. It's amazing that you can even get up and get here.
Yeah.
See, I'm not tough like that, bro. Emotional stuff really hits me hard. You know, and I have trouble, and I'm a crier. And I like to cry in front of
You
the
guys
mirror.
have not been together for how long? 9
You
months,
can
said?
cry and move packages at the same time.
True. No, they were living together in the same home the whole time
For 9 months.
for 9 months. So they
Not
decided
together,
to
though.
We separated in October. How together? Different rooms.
different rooms.
Yeah. Like roommates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. So
And it's
still,
only because of sobriety that
I'm just laughing at what a
what
let's
it
make
was.
fun of him.
can we?
Yeah. As long as it's not me.
Shit, no, I'm just saying.
You are the weakest link.
I am. I'm pretty weak when it comes
He
to
would
this.
have. He would still be there.
I'd still be there. I wouldn't have left.
You know, do you want to hear this is embarrassing. I'll take it off of you for a second. So what had happened was I decided I wanted to start dating.
Oh.
And I let him know this because I'm trying to be respectful. Say, hey, you know, so I'm just not like out,
Yeah.
whatever. And I went on 2 wonderful dates with the same person. And then they decided they weren't okay with me living with my husband, which they knew ahead of time. And this is somebody in sobriety, and they were very respectful about it. And they pretty much didn't, I think they felt bad for my husband more so. Like they knew that that was a sober person and that my husband
did they
was
know
still
your
holding out
husband?
hope.
Did they know your
No,
husband?
no, but it was just yeah. So I didn't move out. Like it looks really crazy. This person probably thinks I'm insane. He told me he couldn't date me because I still live with my husband. And then a week later I was in my own apartment. But that's not why. What it did is it woke me up and it made me realize like until I move out, my life is on pause, you know? Like I wasn't emotionally attached anymore and I didn't feel that same type of love for my husband. I mean, I care about him and I'll always love him, but my life was on hold until we moved out. And, you know, I was going to stay until the lease is up in December and he has to have back surgery. So I was staying to help him and I didn't have to pay rent.
Does
So
he truly need back? Never mind. I'm not going to get into
he needs back surgery. It's not like he doesn't do opiates or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. He just likes to smoke a lot of weed, do shrooms and drink. Yeah. So it's not an opiate thing.
Good for you.
He works for the city of LA and he fell through a sinkhole and really jacked his back up. He's got to get, but I mean, I can still help him from my own apartment. I can still come by and,
totally.
you know, so it wasn't for this person because I don't think we're going to date, but it woke me up. Like it made me realize like, what are you doing? You're just sitting here in your quote unquote comfy little home but how serene are you really, you know?
Yeah.
So I decided on a Tuesday and I applied for an apartment, got approved on a Wednesday, and I am fully moved in by Sunday.
Good for you. It's a big move.
That's one
bro.
time my impulse control like helped me.
It's
I
a
just
big
got
move.
it done.
Wow.
Had plenty of people offer to help and I just didn't want to deal with that and I just did it all myself. Okay, I hired someone to move the heavy stuff.
I figured.
I meant like the packing and unpacking. They moved, yeah. They moved like my mattress and my TV stand. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
she's tough.
They still have those
What?
TV stands.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mount it on the wall.
You weren't?
Oh,
How cool.
I don't know. Seemed easier.
It is easier.
Yeah.
To mount it on the wall.
Not
No.
to not mount it.
I have
on.
one in my rooms. It's on the counter.
Rooms?
One of a TV in one of my rooms at home.
How many rooms? do you have?
Fancy.
I don't know, 5, 6, 7.
You have
Wow.
that many rooms?
Well, you know, living room, bedroom.
I have one now.
Yeah, you see.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
There's 5 of us.
No. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I know. Plus
Okay.
2 dogs.
I love dogs. That's like the hardest part of all this is he's keeping 2 of the dogs. Yeah. That's
He
okay.
needs some company.
I can see him whenever. Yeah, I would never take them from
Yeah.
him. No. But that's the funny thing is in my addiction, I would have made him out to be the biggest piece of crap ever just to save face, just because it would make me feel better if he was the bad guy. And it's not like that today. We are 2 people who just need something I don't like to say like I deserve better, he deserves better. We deserve different.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That is
Were you guys
okay.
married for like almost 10 years?
No. Why are you going to say alimony?
No.
Oh, I've had so many people say that to me. I'm like,
No.
no, 5.
5.
Together for 9. most of my sobriety actually, and married for 5.
Yeah, no, I love the tradition in the program that we are self-supporting through our own contributions. Now, if you contributed to the household for a long time, then that's that. But I think people are entitled to whatever they're legally entitled to. I just don't like it when people overreach.
Yeah, I have no intention of doing
women.
that. I would not have been able to move without him. He did me a very big favor and paid off my debt, including my truck. So
Nice.
I owe him for that. I joke and say it's for pain and suffering, but it's not. He really, I wouldn't have been able to move out on my own if it wasn't for him paying off my debt. So very grateful for that. Yeah.
And
So
he's
tell
in
us-
pain today. You
Huh?
know? He lost his mother and his sister
within
all
a year.
within a year of each other. This was a year ago,
2017.
2017. I mean, he's reeling, bro. That takes time to get over shit like that.
Yeah, and then it's even harder when, he's been dealt a very difficult hand,
Yeah,
but also, okay, now what?
yeah, I agree.
And
We
that's
can't
all,
make
it's easier for
excuses.
me to say because it's
No,
not
no,
my
no,
mom
no.
and sister, but it's like, okay, now what? What do you do now?
No, everyone's had pain. Everyone's been through pain. We felt pain. It's just a different circumstance. It's still pain.
It's
And you've gone through yours.
Yeah. So what do you do with that pain?
You just got to go
You
through
have
it.
to-
That's what this is about, right?
Yeah.
You have to walk
totally.
You have to walk through it. You have to walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm a fan of David Goggins. You have to callous your mind.
Yeah.
You know, I that's why I get up at 3 a.m. in
Yeah.
the morning. I do my prayers and my
Texted me at
meditation.
3:58, I think.
I go
Did you see his hands after he did that pull-up
pull-up
competition? Oh my!
when he got the world record for the most pull-ups.
Saw his hands
Yeah.
torn and bloody.
Well, I read his last book, and I mean, it was like so when I like hurt my ab and I was running and I was thinking about his book as I was running, and I was like, man, David, he was like,
He says like, "Don't be a bitch."
yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, he's like talking about how he was like bleeding from his butthole.
Yeah.
He duct taped his shins. His broken shins.
That's
He
in the book too.
duct-taped them
Duct tape them. Yeah.
through SEAL training. Like I'm not that hard, but
I'm not that hard either.
No. There's
But you
not
gotta
too many
stay
people that
hard.
are. You got to.
yeah.
You got to stay hard.
Yeah.
And,
It's okay
you know,
to
it's
cry.
like
It's
like
okay.
it is okay to
Yeah.
cry.
But then you
But
you
then
do something.
But then
Yeah.
I listened to one of our recent podcasts with Joseph Mendoza, and he says it was so funny because I literally had posted this like 2 days before he came in.
Mm-hmm.
Your mindset is yours to set. So my mindset is mine to set.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
I like
like
it.
I have a choice to how I'm going to think. I have a choice of what kind of information I'm going to put in my brain. Am I going to fill it with amazing, positive, motivational stuff? Or am I going to, sit around with people and bitch about how horrible the cards I've been dealt?
Yeah. Yeah. And you see that, I see it a lot in people. And it's one of my favorite sayings that I've heard is like, some people have a problem for every solution. Like they don't want the solution.
Yeah.
They're so used to sitting in their pain.
Yeah.
And I know that was me too. Like I'm a huge advocate for mental health, for getting your help. I go to the VA, I go to therapy, I go to my meetings, I take my medication, I take it as prescribed. I'm huge on that. And there was a time where I was so depressed for so long because I tried to go without my medication that when I started to feel better, I wasn't comfortable because my identity was being depressed for so long. And I feel like some people live like that. Like they're not comfortable feeling content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. And it's sad, and I'm all about sharing the message, which I love this because someone else is going to go through the same thing.
Yeah.
And then they'll remember like so-and-so went through this.
Yeah.
This is how they did it, so whenever I
they
go through
survived.
something, even if I'm going through it and what I get out of it is I share it with someone else and then it helps them, fine. But it doesn't mean it doesn't suck when it's happening, but
Yeah.
there's always something that I don't believe everything happens for a reason. I hate that saying because I don't think kids die for a reason. I don't think innocent people are hurt for a reason. But I do believe that something can come out of anything and everything. It's just like you said, it's up to us. It's what are we going to do with it? You know?
Yeah.
I don't think my boyfriend died so I could get sober. I don't think that's the case, but
that's what they say in Narcotics Anonymous.
I don't like that saying. Some of us have to die for some of us to live. I don't love that. I don't like it because I don't think people have to die. But is that what it took for me? Unfortunately, yes. But I could have went off the deep end.
Statistically, though, the more people that die in addiction, the better chance you have of sobriety.
Yeah.
Just like old age.
You think so? Because right now, man, these fucking people are dying.
Well,
like
things have changed. No,
man.
you know what? You're right. You're right.
It's like,
things have changed.
I just can't even. I just like there. It's like this person dies, so I want to use that fucking dope from. I want to go to that same dealer.
Like, dang,
things
it
have
must have been,
changed.
yeah.
That was some good shit.
Yeah, that's
no,
true, bro.
that was some
has changed
fucking straight up poison.
Yeah.
I just got to get the message out that every time when they go fucking use this shit, it's poison.
Yeah.
It's poison.
It's changed.
It is,
I'm not going to get high. I'm going to poison myself.
My boyfriend and I, we said like, when we want to get, if we want to get sober, we can always go back. Like it'll always be there. When we left the halfway house, it'll always be there. Well, I got to come back, but he didn't. Like we can all go out tomorrow, but not every one of us is going to make it back.
Right.
And I don't want to take that chance. And I feel like if I didn't work a program and I slowly started to backslide or I relapsed, what a slap in the face it would be to him and his family. You know, I mean, I don't talk to his family. They don't talk to me, but right now I don't feel like his death was in vain. But if I go out and I relapse or I die, it was for nothing. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want people to know how amazing it is to be sober.
I love it.
You know, like.
I'm such a nerd for it.
Yeah, right?
So I love it.
It's like cool to be your authentic self.
Love it.
And have fun. On a daily basis.
And have fun.
And you can be awkward.
Oh, that's me.
You don't have to you don't have to be like cool.
Like this guy with his swagger and his gun.
I'm like, yeah, as soon as he puts his gun in and he's got that swagger. I mean, it's like Tuesday night, we do that Zoom meeting, right? And I'm like, I like nerded out right at the very end. And I couldn't even I wasn't like nerding out. I was having like an awkward, like insecure moment.
Oh, that's
on air live, right?
That's my life.
Yeah.
One awkward moment after
and I'm just like, Shane. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, fuck it.
He didn't help you.
Get through it.
Never does. He never, ever helps.
I try.
No,
you know what? I do
he doesn't
in my
even
way.
try.
I do in my way.
Are you guys like besties?
No.
We never go. We've never been out on a social gathering together. Well, once I went over to his house.
You do sound Canadian.
He had a birthday
party.
He had a birthday party or something. I went over.
Over there, eh?
Oh.
It was your mom's birthday.
You came over to my mom's birthday party, eh?
Yeah. I had a little bit of cake.
We had some cake.
Yeah.
We were out partying.
What else did we have? Cannolis.
In the garage.
Right. The cannolis came in.
Did you say garage?
Garage.
What do you call it?
Garage.
What do you call a couch?
Chesterfield.
Yep, a Chesterfield.
What?
They call couches Chesterfields in Canada. Are they still calling them that?
No, I don't think so. That's how that came about. Chesterfield was a brand.
I know, it's like Kleenex.
Yeah, it was a brand.
Like Kleenex.
Yeah.
Chesterfield. You know that you're like when you become like, because a Kleenex is not what we are using. We're using a facial tissue, but we call it a Kleenex.
I don't.
What do you call it?
Tissue.
You're like, can you hand me a tissue?
I don't ask anyone to hand me tissues. I just grab it.
She's tough.
I just use my sleeve. No, I'm just kidding. That's gross.
She's tough.
It's the bottom of your shirt right here.
I use sandpaper.
The inside of the shirt, so no one sees it.
I'm a Marine. We don't use anything but sandpaper. Our Marine stuff.
A lot of them, yeah.
Do you think you could beat me in wrestling?
Probably not.
Could you kick my butt?
I can kick you. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think so. No. I've been out for like 12 years. And at the end of the day, you're still a man.
12 years ago, could you kick my butt?
Probably not.
No.
I'm really good with a rifle.
You don't know
That's
the kind
not
of
a threat.
You don't know he was a shape. 12 years ago, he was pretty fucked up.
Oh, were you on meth? Oh, no,
yeah.
he had the power of meth. I would absolutely not have beat
dude,
him.
at 132, I could fucking take down like a 6 foot 8.
Have you ever seen someone on meth fight off cops?
Oh yeah, I actually did.
Is there a video?
No video. Damn. I don't know. There might be dash cam. I don't know.
Oh, for sure there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shot me with a taser gun one time.
You just kept walking?
I ran through them.
That's crazy. You see them get shot and keep going. You're like a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have beat you.
I remember one time these 2 bail agents came in my door, and I was fucking passed out on the ground, passed out on the floor in my master bedroom. These 2 bail agents came to take me to jail.
Bail agents.
Yeah, bail agents. I lived a life.
Notorious.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like, I woke up to somebody like trying to twist my arm behind my back.
Yeah.
And I thought I was getting. I didn't know what was going on, but I came up swinging.
Really?
Swinging, wrestling, took the guy down. The other guy had the taser gun pointed at me, and the guy that I was like beating was like, shoot him.
Oh my God.
Did he shoot you?
Shot me.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That did it.
That did it.
They got you rolled out.
Yeah. And then I pretended like that, like they really like fucked me up.
Yeah.
So I just went into this like limp mode.
Yeah.
Like a possum.
Yeah.
You just played
They drove me all the way to the jail, and then they tried to get me out of the car, and I just like pretended.
that. Psych.
It was so good, man. They took me in the hospital because they thought they fucked me up from tasing me
That's great. That's very good. Was this during the relapse or before?
during the relapse.
Oh man.
Yeah, all the good shit. I don't remember my life before like the first time my using between because I got addicted to crystal meth when I was 13.
Ugh.
I don't remember a lot of that life, the 13 to 23. I remember some stuff, but I can't really. It's become a blur to me because I'm now almost 50.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did some damage between 2010 and 2016. Like I used some serious meth, you know.
Yeah.
Did you have kids? Were you married
Some dark holes
I
there.
was married. I had kids.
during that time?
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah.
I had a very successful career.
So you had things to go down the drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that truly went down the drain was my self-respect, my marriage. They did a pretty good job at hiding it from my kids.
Obviously, they know about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my 14-year-old, she was 14 at the time. She knew. Pretty sure she snuck into my room and stole some drugs.
Oh gosh. Is that the one who's
She's
boyfriend?
22 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Crazy. Dang.
So, yeah, I mean, I just like, I like to offer hope to people that, like, you know, maybe are relapsing and don't see how you can pull back out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because you said you chronic relapser, right?
I became a
in and out, and in and out, and the
Yeah.
feeling that you get from that, and helplessness, and
I'll tell you what, the most important thing for me on a daily basis that I never forget to do is pray and meditate. That's why I get up super early in the morning, you know,
that's awesome.
so I can have my quiet time with myself, God, and my meditation book.
Nice. I like it.
Like, life's good.
Life is fucking great.
You can come back from a relapse even better than before.
100%. And we understand like what it's like to be so miserable. So we get a little bit of like happiness and gratitude, and it's huge.
Huge.
It's huge because we know what it's like to be dying.
Yeah.
So I'm such a huge, that's one of the things I get to do at my job, and I love it, is I'm the one to take them to meetings, and I'm the one to teach them about the 12 steps, and I'm the one who like gets to tell them how great life is sober. And I love that. Like I'm not taking them through the steps. I'm not getting paid for 12-step work, but I get to like tell them how amazing it is and how much it's changed my life, and just hope that sometimes I'm annoying and I get kind of
Preachy.
Yeah, because I just want them to see like how good life can be, you know, and then, you know how it is when you're newly sober and you don't see that right away. So I want to shake the shit out of people who don't want to do the work. And I'm like, you have to do the work.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in a 12-step program and you're not doing the 12 steps, you're not working a program.
Right.
Sitting around. It's like going to the gym and
Right. It's not like going to the meetings isn't even like, that's not even the program.
No.
That's just a fellowship.
It's like going to the gym and watching people work out thinking you're going to get in shape.
And just talking to people.
Yeah, no, you're not going to get shit.
It's gonna. I go in the gym and be like, "Hey, Shane, what are you doing?" And you're like bench pressing, and I'm like, "What are you up to? So what's going on?"
There's a couple guys in there like that. I can't stand them.
Walking around in flip-flops.
You know who you are. I don't need to fucking say your name.
Oh, you're looking at the camera. I thought you were looking at him. Like, that's not nice.
Okay. What VA is your husband established with? What VA were you guys?
Not.
No?
He's not.
Oh, I thought you said he was a Marine.
That was his first.
Oh, that was his first.
Come
I'm sorry.
on.
I'm sorry.
First.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's gonna be a lucky third. Third time's a charm. Just
That's what
kidding.
they say.
Yeah, no. I go to the VA in Long Beach. Yeah.
Long Beach.
Yeah, and I've been pretty lucky because I know a lot of people have horrible experiences with the VA and the healthcare system. I've been pretty lucky.
We only, and I there are a lot of good things about the VA. There's our experience as treatment professionals who we have struggled recent with the Southern California VAs not wanting to provide the care that is actually legally given
to
legally
required
veterans
to be given
required to be given. There's a loophole in it though that's why
For outside care? Is that
for
what you
outside
mean?
care, community care.
Yeah, they want,
Because and I know like there's a couple reasons why. I'll start with, and I'm not going to start with the budget. That'll be the raising down a little bit down the road. But it starts with the fact that they think that they can do care better than the private sector, but
no, of course not.
Can't.
Of course not. We're a number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm one of the lucky ones, but I know a lot of
so
people.
At the end of the day, I really think most of it comes down to budget.
Of course. Everything.
Because each individual VA, if they're providing care in the community, it comes out of their specific budget from that VA facility, right? Yep. So they want to try to keep everything in-house, but there's actually most of them are truly violating the Mission Act.
I believe it.
And they don't care.
No.
And they don't care at all.
No one's coming after them right now.
No.
There's no police after them.
Well, no, that's actually not true.
But you know what I mean.
I had the veterans. I had the
just started
oversight committee on Veterans Affairs. They're investigating all the Southern California VAs for violating the Mission Act.
And now they know.
I don't know how many VA people listen.
None. None.
And I want to be specific to the Southern California ones.
Yeah.
It was them that they're investigating.
Good.
Do you have any names?
I do actually.
Nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I won't say them.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Healthcare system in general is kind of tough, but yeah,
it is.
It's like a number for sure.
Here's what I believe, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Every single veteran should have better health care than I have. And I have amazing health care. I have top tier health care, right? If I need something done today, I can get it done. I don't have to go see a PCP. If I need to go see my orthopedic surgeon, I can just make an appointment with my orthopedic surgeon.
I thought you were going to say OBGYN for a second there. I don't know why. Why? Because then you went orthodontist. I'm thinking, why would he fucking say that?
So you thought he would say that
I thought he was going to make a joke. Yeah.
Oh. But let's say I'm struggling with a mental health issue today, like severe, it's like bad. I could be in 4 hours.
Yeah.
I could be in a facility.
Yeah.
A good private facility.
Yeah.
And we deal with veteran calls every single day. Let's say I'm suffering from, I need detox right away.
Oh no, there's a long process for everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's the thing. If I need detox and I'm an addict, there's about a 6-hour window from when I call you for help. And this is in the private sector. This is in every sector. There's about a 6 hour window to where I might be high again.
Of course.
And
because you want to feel better.
Because I'm not feeling good. When I'm picking up the phone to call you for a detox or a treatment,
I'm sick.
That's when you're the most desperate. Yeah.
Desperate. And and in this day and age, man, a veteran can die
Absolutely.
before that. You know, if you don't get somebody into treatment within 48 hours, there's something wrong with your process.
I believe that. Yeah. I didn't have to detox, so I didn't go through that. But I can, yeah. I've had a couple times where I've had to like really advocate for myself, like fight. And I remember telling them, this is why so many veterans kill themselves, because they have to wait.
Yeah.
They have to wait for.
It's like Canadian healthcare. So it's like socialized medicine.
Well, people say, oh yeah, I wish we had free healthcare, and I wish we had that. No,
No,
because
you
then
don't. You don't.
It would be like Veteran Affairs.
Come into the
us.
States for help.
Tell us
We
what happens.
privatize. We come here.
Yeah, what happens?
You wait 6 months, 9 months to
Yeah.
get.
If you're like an older,
if you're 80, forget it.
How about that guy, your mom's friend?
Yeah, Lucky George.
Yeah, that was in Florida.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Heart attack.
He had a heart attack.
Within 2 days, he had an
Angioplasty.
Yeah,
So he got a stent in his heart.
he did. Yeah.
So in Canada, what would have happened? They would
They would have put him down 9 months down the road. He'd have been dead. Oh, fucking poor guy too. He's not called Lucky George.
I was gonna say that's not.
He's not called Lucky George
a-
anymore.
Oh,
Why did he die?
He didn't. No, he didn't die. But they found fucking a cancer in his lung,
Oh,
and it spread. He's in palliative care right now. He's got about a month to live.
Ay.
So they changed his name to Unlucky George.
Oh,
yeah. My aunt's probably got
Yeah,
hours to days left to
Yeah.
live right
oh
now.
it
gosh.
just hit him hard. You know.
My mom's there. Yeah, her sister,
Damn.
From what? Cancer?
cancer. Yeah.
My uncle died last year from alcoholism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Found out. Was told he had like 4 months. I went up there to visit, and then like 4 days later, from drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn, this was a really
It
good
was.
podcast.
Yeah, informative.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we need to get more girls on here.
Women.
Women,
Come
ladies.
Come
Sorry.
on. Jesus.
See, that's the problem, Shane.
Wow.
That's why we
This
don't.
is
That's why the women don't want to come.
Yeah, you're asking for girls.
We're just little girls over here.
Never mind. I was.
Like, that's why we don't have you. Making
that's
jokes
a-
about the OBGYN.
Right.
God.
I'll tell you what's something interesting about our stats though. Our Instagram is 70. Is it the men are rising though, man? We're at 70% women. We were sitting at 75% women for a while.
YouTube's an interesting one. It's like 85% male.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's not. That's not interesting. It's more interesting that we're 70% women on Instagram. And our meeting, our
Do you
Zoom.
think women just use social media more? Or do you think they're more about mental health and
I don't know. I was just hoping that it was because we're two non-threatening men that they show up to our stuff.
Yeah.
you guys are good looking?
Thanks.
Thank you. God.
I meant them.
It's like one of the.
I'm just kidding.
Bitch.
Ooh. Hey, I'll take bitch over girl any day. Whatever.
Well, I don't think we've been called attractive in 15 years. I haven't been. I've been married 15 years too, so
That's sad.
it is. I'm gonna talk.
sorry.
to
No,
my
it's
wife.
not true. I met you 13 years ago, and that guy that I was.
Oh, that's
with,
right.
He said that
He said there's a
were like
good-looking
you were,
man.
you were like no. He said, oh, is that. He goes, that guy's a god.
Oh, that's nice.
That was like better than like
That
good
is
looking.
better.
That was like
You're right.
You're like a
I'm back to
god.
smiling. I'm back to smiling.
Yeah,
Aw.
I mean, it means more when it comes from a gay man.
I agree.
Oh,
than
for
it-
sure.
Than,
Yeah.
than from a woman.
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
Because they're picky.
Yeah.
Women aren't.
It's true. No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. She's
I
got
feel
her
the
head on.
same when a gay man compliments me as well.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm like, yeah, this guy
Yeah,
gay
you're
man,
right.
gay
13
man.
years.
13 years.
Thanks, Maren. Appreciate it.
when's the last time you told your wife she's beautiful?
Almost every day. Oh, you know what?
Every other day.
Every other day.
Hey,
Netflix and chill.
Was that an inside
That
joke?
was an inside joke. Yeah.
Every other day.
Well, it's outside now. So.
It is outside. That's funny.
Did you get her facial expression on that? That was
Oh,
really
no.
funny as hell.
What'd I do?
Huh? Was it?
One.
She's like, whatever. I don't know. She. Just
I think
like,
I make a lot of them.
Yeah, you do.
I was trying. It didn't work.
Do you have the camera on her or what? Good.
Good. Zoom in. It's a little late.
We will.
Okay.
We don't zoom in, but what we do is when we cut it into a reel
Oh, yeah.
on
You
Instagram,
squared up.
you're like right there.
Cool.
I'm like, damn, I looked better on like the fucking the other version.
I was thinking how much better I looked out there on my screen. I couldn't see my laugh lines, but I think it was the way that my camera was looking up at me.
Your laugh lines.
Yeah.
Did you have it up here?
No, I had it. It was like
That's
that.
not when you were on there.
Yeah.
Oh no, you looked horrible on that Zoom. I was like,
Thanks for the honesty, bro.
Way to knock you
Appreciate
down a
it.
peg after
Thanks,
I
buddy.
complimented
Oh,
you too.
Jesus Christ. Where
I was
am
like,
I?
why
He said
are
you
you?
look like crap.
He was like this close. Like all I could see was his fucking
His pores.
face.
God.
I was
You
like,
can
why
see
is
your
he?
insides.
Oh, Lord.
Was the screen really small and you didn't have your glasses
That
on?
is true.
Huh?
That is true.
Aw.
That is what happened. Damn it.
This is why.
You're not best friends.
No,
Yeah.
no. This is why it works so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both make fun of each other.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not best friends. No, it wasn't. I was going to say it was her boss, but it was that other girl that said, "Where did you guys meet? Grinder?"
Oh, yeah. The Shaylin. Shay said that. Shay. No?
No.
Who said it? Oh.
Cat.
That's right.
She's like, that was like how we started the thing. She's like, "Where'd you guys meet? Grinder?"
Yeah. She was funny.
Yeah.
I like it. It's funny.
It wasn't great.
We actually did meet on Grinder.
It was in a hot tub.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's gay and he calls it hot dog water when him and
Hot
a bunch
dog
of gay
water. You
guys get in a hot
see?
tub.
See,
Because we go
Exactly.
without shorts. I'm
Exactly.
saying where I'm gay, but because there's no shorts involved in
that's
hot
it.
tubs.
That's that you are gay.
Hot dog water.
Hot dog
He is-
water. I agree.
He is gay.
Hot dog water.
I found it out.
Hot dog water.
Yeah, the first time I met him.
This is such a blessing. You're coming out on air with
On
me here.
air. Married 15 years. Sorry, honey.
Interesting enough.
Yeah.
13 years ago, I met him at the Lake Arrowhead Resort and Spa men's locker room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had just got done with my workout.
You're
I was going in to get my stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I see this gentleman
Yeah.
sitting in the jacuzzi
Yeah.
naked.
He never knew I was naked at the time.
I didn't know as I walked
the
by.
bubbles were
but-
on.
Yeah, but
Oh, they were
the
on.
weird thing is like as soon as me and this other guy walk by, he decides it's time to get out. So he gets out and he comes strutting up the stairs of the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
And then he gets to the top and he poses.
Gentle
for a-
pause.
Yeah, gentle pause.
Glistening.
And that is when the guy I was with, who was gay, he said, "That guy's a god."
Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming together now.
There we go.
Yeah.
So what made you guys talk?
I had no choice.
Well, he was a counselor at the
Yeah.
rehab I was at.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it was
okay,
all
okay.
coming
So-
together.
So eventually, like a few hours later, I didn't know he was the counselor at the
Yeah.
rehab. A few hours later, I'm sitting in a group with him, and I'm like,
Was he still naked?
no. I could have been to him. I stay in people's mind. I was etched.
I was like, why is this naked guy from the
Leading
gym
group.
leading a group? Like, don't you know that, like, if you're working at a recovery center, you shouldn't get naked in front of your clients? That's what I was thinking in my
Oh, were
head.
the clients?
Yeah, they were clients.
I was a client, and so was the gay guy.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
a client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I didn't know the rules.
There are no rules.
There were none for me.
That's
You come
pretty
flying in from
good. He was
Can-
just trying to show you what sobriety does. Were you sober?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You could have all that if you're sober.
I didn't want any of it. Not one piece.
All the hot dog water you want.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. 13 years later, where am I, bro? Okay. Right here.
No. No. He's like that guy that I tell him every day. Every
Yeah,
day.
don't come to
I
work
said, do
tomorrow."
not come back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
I get to work and he's sitting on the goddamn couch
Yeah.
out there.
No
Oh,
office
it's
or
like a
anything.
stray dog.
Yes.
Just
A
keep coming
beautiful stray.
back.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's because he feeds me.
Well, I would keep coming back
Yeah.
too.
I don't feed him. He actually brings food.
Oh.
Yeah. He always asks me if I want some. He like brought a bucket of chicken yesterday from El
El
Pollo
Pollo
Loco.
Loco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have any?
No.
No.
That's rude.
It's just like the way he was like, I mean, he would take the chicken off and then he would. I was like,
Oh,
okay.
do you do that?
I do.
I can't.
I do.
No.
I do. I do. And he made sure I knew about it.
I can't handle that.
Yeah. It was like I'm on the microphone.
I was in the meeting the other day and there was a newcomer behind me. And
Chewing?
all I heard was, I was like,
What fucking time is it?
Oh, probably.
Oh my God. Shit.
Oops.
Supposed to be on a call.
Are you?
Come on.
Try West too.
Okay,
Do you know
go.
what Try West is?
Thank you.
Yes, they pay for my therapy.
Nice.
Yeah, I get outside care for my therapy.
Amazing.
Good for you.
That's what I'm saying. I've been one of the lucky ones, but I know so many people are
Yeah.
left behind for sure. Yeah. So try West.
Never
Yeah.
leave anybody behind,
Never.
Nope.
Never.
especially a veteran.
Yeah. Ever.
They don't want I'm telling you, they don't want this platform to get 40, 50 million people
It's getting up there.
Because-
I saw it jump like 10,000 after the Lamar on here.
because Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
know.
pretty awesome. It just went right up. And I was like, oh, I get to follow them. Wonderful.
I think Lamar was he your last one?
Yeah, last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No big deal. That's pretty cool though.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes people like that sometimes to get more.
Get the mojo going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're gonna help a lot of girls. Ladies. Sorry.
can help girls.
But this stuff right here to me is just as important, if not more important.
Yeah.
It's more important to the general public for your story versus Lamar's story. Yes, Lamar's story will bring his followers to our platform, but which is great because then I want them to hear your story.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm just an everyday average.
I'm just an everyday average.
I'm not
If you're in
average.
sobriety, we're not average.
I'm not
Sorry.
average.
I'm just your everyday average type gangster.
Yeah.
That was from a song back in the day.
Yeah, and it kind of it goes against each other.
Against?
Average type
Against.
gangster.
Against.
Do you say
I'm
against?
gonna look at you, and all I'm gonna see are the Canadians from
The Canadian flag.
What's
South Park.
Against?
Oh, from South Park.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna see now.
True.
All right, we got to go.
Okay.
All right.